Fires continue to rage in Kouga municipality in the Eastern Cape, however, burning more in the bush now and away from residential areas. A total of 40 people were evacuated yesterday, but they have since returned home as the fires have moved away from the area. Kabeljous in Jeffreys Bay remains an area of concern as a helicopter, water bomber plane and fire trucks are fighting hard to get the blaze under control. Water and electricity remain an issue for the area. SABC News reporter Kim Daniels is standing by to bring us the very latest. Good afternoon, Kim. Just share with us the very latest from where you are.
Using a cell phone, and the smoke is quite thick here. It's difficult for us to see, but I'm hoping the viewers can see the fire down in this direction where it has been moving very, very quickly towards us, especially. It started down in the valley, now it's moving up in these mountains where we are at in this Kabeljous valley. We've been seeing local volunteers, farmers, friends of farmers, family members, all come out in their bakkies, bringing water, bringing what they can, to help aid and in controlling these fires. We even saw the helicopter or the water bombing plane, rather, that the Gift of the Givers have supplied. It carries about 2,000 liters of water, but unfortunately it has to gather water all the way in St. Francis Bay, which is about 20-30 kilometers away from where we are. So it does take a while for the plane to go back, fill up, come back and drop off. But as I said, the community members, the members of the area, even there's some people from Kabeljous, which are in all neighboring towns of Jeffreys Bay, have come out to help. As we understand, the extent of the fire is mainly focused in these farm areas, in these mountainous areas, and some damage has been done to properties, especially grazing areas. I mean, even driving up this mountain alone, I saw animals run for their lives. They were quite confused, quite scared. It's very warm here. I'm going to ask, you see my camera colleague, if we could just turn around because there's a blaze happening right behind us now. And this is specifically the area where these volunteers went into with their big cans of water. You can see one is coming up here trying to get more water to try and, extinguish these fires in these valleys. They got very, very close to some of the farmhouses. Last night, we spoke to some of the farm owners earlier today saying that all their property seems to be in order on this side. However, there was some damage to the farms at Kouga River that would be closer to the St. Francis Bay side. The wind is picking up now, and the fire and all the soot is blowing directly towards us. I'm not sure if the viewers at home can see, excuse me, how the wind is blowing towards us in this direction. The smoke is coming towards us in this direction. And I think we just need to move a little bit back. And there's the big flame.
Yeah, my goodness, Kim, I think you do need to move a bit further back.
Yeah, so as the wind picks up, these flames pick up. As we said, the situation is quite volatile where we are. We don't know, the winds rather are quite unpredictable. It was quite calm a few minutes ago when we arrived here, and now as you can see, it's picking up into BC. We need to move back here, completely back.
We actually have our meteorologist on standby, Letloganolo, just to speak on the unpredictability of the weather just as soon as we're done with you. But Kim, just talking on the elementary mechanisms to contain this fire. I mean, you've just got farmers there with water cans. It surely cannot suffice. What is the municipality saying? Are they present?
No, the municipality is here. They've been there since the beginning. They've called in Gift of the Givers, working on fires. To BC, we need to move here. They've called working on fires, and they've even made a call into SANDF to lend a hand as resources are on the side, and we understand fires are raging in Mussel Bay. So it is a bit difficult at this time.
All right, as you can see there, those are live visuals brought to us by SABC News reporter Kim Daniels. Live fires, you can see those visuals, as she has stated. Very unpredictable weather that we're seeing now. It seems the wind is picking up, and of course, as the wind picks up, the fire just moves further. So most certainly a very volatile situation that they're under. She has indicated that she's recording from a cell phone. Many of you would have seen, at least her camera was on the floor there. So very volatile situation. We are essentially in the heart of the fire right now. We've seen a bit earlier on some of those farm owners attempting. We can see from just those visuals that they are now in motion. They are moving. They've embarked onto the vehicle. Kim, I don't know if you are still on the line to share with us exactly what you're seeing from your side at this point.
Yeah, Fundo, I can hear you. I'm sorry, I'm just driving the car. We're just trying to get away from the fire that came at us so quickly. Like I said, the wind is very, very unpredictable this side. So it can be calm, and then 2 seconds later, the situation changes completely. We are just moving away now from the fire. We're just going to try and get to a safe distance, and then we can maybe update you guys again on what's happening.
Most certainly, Kim, will leave it there for now, just for you to get to a place of safety. But most certainly quite important that we speak to our meteorologists as soon as possible, because we'd like to know around exactly the unpredictability of the weather. Because the most important now, many at home, especially the farm owners, would love to know that when can they expect rain to assist to contain this fire that seems to be a runaway fire. Kim Daniels there also indicating that Gift of the Givers has at least being the one to donate a water bombing plane. But there are a few challenges when it comes to that plane, because it has to go and get water 30 kilometers away from this area. So most certainly it's taking quite long. And what that means that as the wind gains momentum, then the fire keeps moving further and further. But earlier on, you would have also seen the visuals there speaking to Kim about the elementary mechanisms that are being used by those farm owners to try and contain this fire. We've seen them coming in their bakkies and using just ordinary cans of water to try and contain this fire. But most certainly it seems that it's running away, their efforts resulting to naught at this point. And she also indicated that a bit earlier on, she came across animals running for their lives. So most certainly the extent of the damage is one we'll be speaking about a bit later on. Extent of the damage to vegetation and also damage to property. We understand that at least 40 people had to be evacuated yesterday, but they've since returned to their home as the fires moved more away from property, but moving more to the bushes as we see there.